News Pinpoint Weather Report is sponsored by Anderson Plumbing, Heating and Air. Nobody wows clients like we do.
We only have a couple more days of June, and in the forecast, stuff is ending on a really nice note for this month before we jump into July. Today, the heat is peaking. We've been on a warming trend all week, and that basically ends today. We're going to be really sunny. We still have our marine layer clouds that we're going to see just about every day this week, each night and each morning, but then we're going to cool down a little bit throughout the week. But we're coming off a pretty hot day yesterday. It wasn't so bad on the coast. San Diego, like most of the coastline, got into those low to mid 70s, but then you get inland and you find a lot of places away from the water like El Cajon, Escondido, or Santee. A lot of those spots got near triple digits yesterday. Now, the marine layer actually holds in some of that heat, so it's part of the reason San Diego is pretty warm right now. We're at 68 degrees right now. Kearney Mesa's at 66. We're seeing other parts of the coast in the 60s, while some of those inland neighborhoods are reaching into the 70s. And we're going to see really good clearing in the afternoon. It's going to feel a lot like yesterday. Sun is going to come out in just a few more hours. And then once we get to our daily highs, you're going to see why it's the warmest day of the week. San Diego is reaching all the way up to 75 degrees. The rest of the coastline reaching about the same. Our inland highs are going to feel pretty hot. I'm forecasting highs right around 90 degrees for most neighborhoods, while the mountains reach into the low to mid 80s again, and deserts are once again a little bit too hot. High of 110 for the day. And the beaches are going to be nice. They tend to run a little cooler than the rest of the coast, but I'm looking at the UV index. It's going to be an 11 today. That means you need to wear sunscreen because you can burn in 10 minutes or less. Good news is the water's a little warmer, low risk, rip currents, really calm waves. All that is really nice. But even though the beaches are going to be popular, you don't want to go swimming in all of them. This San Diego County says all of these beaches have too much bacteria in the water that they detected in order for it to be safe to swim. So instead of going to any of these ones on your screen, it's a good idea to head to somewhere like Mission Beach, or you can even go to Pacific Beach. A lot of spots are still good, just these spots you may want to steer clear of the water. And then we're going to notice a cooling trend over the next few days. You see how that red near us? That represents higher pressure. Think of that almost like a heat dome that's been keeping our temperatures so high over the past few days. Then we're going to see an area of low pressure slowly move towards us over the next few days. That gives us some space for that warmer air to move out, and then for San Diego to cool down as we get closer and closer to the 4th of July. So high of 75 for today, high of 75 for tomorrow, and it's really subtle. We drop by just a couple degrees until we're reaching a high of 72 for the 4th of July. Then in that same time, our inland neighborhoods are going from 90 today, 86 tomorrow, and eventually they settle into the lower 80s. Now, the 4th of July is going to be really nice for the whole county. Temperatures are going to be nice and mild. You won't have any problems with visibility from the marine layer, and then the mountains are going to get a little relief from the heat too. They're going to be in the mid 80s next couple days. They drop just a little bit down to a high of about 82 for the 4th of July. And then there's the desert. Deserts are really hot, peaking up at 111 today, 113 tomorrow, and cooling, I'm putting that in air quotes, cooling down to 105 for Thursday, and around the same for Friday and Saturday. So it's staying nice for the next 7 days, but if you like the hot weather like me, today is nice.